He is half of one of the most celebrated songwriting partnerships in Canada. Hi, I'm Rebecca Brayton and welcome to WatchMojo.com. And today we're speaking with Jim Cuddy of Blue Rodeo about how he first got into music and about the artists he finds influential.
When it all is raven, ever become you.
So let's start by having you tell us a bit about your background and how you first decided on music as a career.
Going back there, okay, so my upbringing. I lived in a lot of cities when I was young. I got a guitar when I was about 10, so I was always interested in music. And I was always interested in singing and writing songs. And it never occurred to me that that was an unusual thing to do. I went to Queen's University. During those 3 years, I really started to play a lot and learn a lot. And when I finished Queen's, I decided I would take a year, maybe 2 years off, and just devote them to music before I got back into the mainstream of life. And, you know, never got back into the mainstream of life.
And what kind of music did you grow up listening to and find influential?
To a certain extent, all music. You know, I mean, I was a child of the British invasion, so I loved all those. I loved all the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. I loved music, and music always completely captured my attention. So if I was talking to somebody and some song came on that I liked, I could no longer talk to them. I'd be so distracted. When I first encountered Jackson Browne and realized that not only was music about being deliriously happy or being all whacked out or something, it was also this kind of emotionally based, melancholic stuff. Then I really started to write songs in earnest, and I was a teenager then.
I mean, obviously you've been in the music industry for a long time. You've seen a lot of changes. Tell us about the changes that you've seen in the industry and in your music yourself.
Accessibility to being able to make music has been an enormous benefit to people. People not paying for music has been a bit of it's been a huge hardship for people, because I think that as much as you love the fact that your music gets heard by everybody, it's difficult to not have to do another job. And that, I think, is ultimately going to affect this generation's bands. That there won't be a lot of bands that can devote their life to it because they won't be able to make enough money.
Could be something about me. Could be something about you. Oh, what is so wrong? Yeah, what is so wrong?
And in terms of myself, you know, it took me a long time to accept myself that I was an artist. I just felt that was such a pretentious label. And I just couldn't say that about myself. And then I didn't even have trouble writing about myself. But then I sort of found my way. I found a way that I didn't feel it was so egocentric, and I was telling stories and I was connecting to people. And now I think it's silly that I didn't call myself an artist. Of course I'm an artist. I'm translating life experiences into an art form. And that's, you know, all it is.